Hey guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. My nickname is iFacePalm, and in this episode we're going to take a look at something very special. In my last review I was reviewing the Skoda T50 with the fantastic interclip reload speed of 1.8 seconds. And when I say that I'm going to show you guys something truly special, you might have seen the AMX 1357. This is a GF version, it's the same tank, just with a different skin. But this tank, guys, it doesn't have 1.8 seconds interclip reload speed. It has 1 second. Yes, 1 second interclip reload speed. So you might be like thinking, okay, 1 second, yeah, okay, so what? Probably just have like 4 shells maybe? Nope. Maybe 5? Nope. Come on, 6 shells? 6 shells in such a small tank? Nope, I'm sorry to disappoint you. It has, not 7, it has 8 shells in the magazine, guys. And yes, 8 shots you can fire in 7 seconds from the first shot. You might be saying, okay, this tank is completely overpowered. Yeah, well, it has its strength and it has its weakness. We're going to take a comparison look against its bigger brother, which has half the amount of shells. Those two tanks look very similar, but they differ quite a lot when you take a deeper look at it. This tank, it's quite hard to play. The problem is like you get bloodthirsty very fast. Very fun tank to play. It has some major weaknesses, like the ammunition count, because you might be thinking like, okay, I got 56. You might be thinking like, this is enough. Actually, whenever I play with this tank, I have to constantly watch my ammunition count, because before you know it, you suddenly have fired nearly all your shells. Because many times I end up suddenly looking at my ammunition, and I have like maybe only 16 shells left. Okay, the battle plan is as follows. We're going to take a look at the statistics. We're going to take a look at its not existing armor profile. We're going to compare it against its bigger brother. And we're going to finish up with a gameplay replay. Okay, let's take a look at the statistics. We will start out with weaponry, 1878 DPM, 90 damage per shell. Yes, you have 8 shells. You have a quite nice potential. 143 standard penetration. 195 for the premium shots. Reload time 16 seconds. It's really nice reload time. The clip size, yes, 8 seconds. And the intra-clip reload speed, guys, amazing. The potential clip damage 720 damage for a tier 7 light tank. The dispersion 0.37. Yeah, because if we take a look here at the aim time 2.3 seconds. We take a look at the intra-clip reload speed of 1 second, and you see the dispersion 0.37, you should directly notice that there's some issue here. There's a problem. This light tank you cannot really use as a long-range sniper, and you cannot fire those shells with good precision. Of course, the good part is if you fire all 8 of them, let's say at the medium distance, maybe 400, okay, maybe not 400 meters, but 200-300 meters away, more likely I expect maybe 3 or 4 shells will hit them. And then of course if you're then simultaneously driving the tank, then maybe 2 out of those 8 will hit. This tank is best played close up as a support vehicle. I picked a replay I just had recently, where you will be able to see how well this tank works as in a support role. But it is really a face-up tank, because that you cannot rely on the gun. It's not really a tank you really want to use as a single shot vehicle. Just because it's so special. It's like, it just gives so much joy when you just like, your gun just like fires 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys will see it, it's amazing. You just see sometimes when you're shooting at a tank, it just like fires the 4th, the 5th and the 6th shell. The other tanks are like moving the turrets left and right because they don't know what's happening. It's like, what is happening? Why is everyone shooting at me apparently? Because they don't realize it's just one single tank. So yeah, it's a close-up light tank. The gun is super unique, but it has to be played in a very certain way. If we take a look at the shield velocity is fantastic. 1141, really good for tier 7. Fantastic shield velocity. The top speed, 61 an hour. You think, okay, this is a fast tank. The problem is the 17 horsepower per ton. This means this tank doesn't accelerate very fast. It's quite sluggish. When we're going to compare it against its bigger brother, that tank has way more power to weight ratio. In my opinion, it's more like a fast medium tank. It doesn't really feel like a light tank. The gun depression, nothing special, 6 degrees. The gun elevation is very poor. The 12 degrees. I have several times found myself that I need to angle my tank in a certain way to be able to shoot up at the enemy. This tank has no armor, guys. You shouldn't expect to bounce a single shell. HP 890 and nice view range of 390. Okay, let's compare against this bigger brother. So we can see on the 57, guys, that's 57mm gun, and we're going to compare it against the 75mm gun. The big difference here, there's a few, of course. 135 damage for the bigger brother per shell, but you only have 4 shells. So the damage potential, it changes drastically from 720 to 540. And also the intra-clip reload speed is 2 seconds. So where this tank is simply, it feels so unique because there's nothing like it. The AMX 1375, it feels like more a general light tank without that super uniqueness. Dispersion 037, 038. The shell velocity, it's really good. On the AMX 1375, it's just 36. In my opinion, those 56 shells, you fire them faster than you would the AMX 1375. And here's the big change. On the AMX 1375, you have 400 horsepower, which makes it way faster. It has 26.32 horsepower per ton. For a light tank, that's normal, 26 or even higher. 26 makes it nimble, it makes it fast accelerate, end up stopping. If you end up tracked, you can directly get up to the speed and get away from whatever situation you put yourself into. When you have only 17 horsepower per ton, you need to really plan ahead more than you would for a general light tank. Terrain resistance is approximately the same. Gun elevation, it's really bad on those French tanks. Those two tanks are quite similar, so they have the same hull and turret armor. And view range for the AMX 1375 is just 370. So yes, it has some contradicting statistics. It's like you would like to be able to aim super fast simply because you're reloading the next shell instantly, but you haven't finished aiming at all. You still have a gigantic gun bloom. So yeah, it's a tank that contradicts itself in so many ways. It's an interesting tank, but it's not a tank that is easy to play well with. And if someone knows about it, that's me. I just get too bloodthirsty. It's an enjoyable tank, but you just want to drive out on the battlefield and just have fun with those eight shells. And sometimes you know, when you have fired 4 or 5 shells, you just think, okay, come on now, I want to load all of this, and then you just end up getting self-killed. Let's take a look at the live profile, guys. If you see these numbers here, guys, don't really expect. You can see the purple locations are not that many of course here. Don't expect it has any armor. It's like light tank. You can have some miracle bounces at best, but I don't even recall last time I bounced anything. Okay. So here we are, guys, on Live Oaks. In the AMX 1357 GF. So we are bottom tier. Doesn't really matter that much when you're light tank, to be honest. Whether you're top tier or bottom tier, gameplay should not differ that much, in my opinion. Starting out driving the railroad tracks. See how many people are going to go with us. See if we can get a shell in. 2, 3. There we go, we got a few shells in. I think that went fast. But you can see that the tank doesn't even, you know, it doesn't finish at all the aiming. It's like you just hold the button down and it's like you just see the shells left and right, up and down. And you can see the Leo's attacked. Well, the Leo's attacked by the Leo. Check this. There we go. Beautiful. As you see, it's a support vehicle. When the other guys, as you see, I'm invincible. I am invincible, guys. Don't notice me at all. So again, let's do the same like we did before. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Okay, now we need to get away. Come on. I'm afraid they're going to push me down. Push down towards me here. Ah, run away. Can I get... Okay, 1 in, 2, no. Come on. Yeah, you can see how inaccurate the gun actually is. I was trying to blind fire several shots. Nope. Put 1 into him. Okay. So the AMX 1357 is here. Let's see, come on. Ah, kill. Okay, so we got the T-32 and it's also supported by another tank there. So the T-44 is fighting that alone, we need to support it. The Panzer is also there. Make a snapshot on the last one. Not so much HP left. Reload. Right now it's more for me like to just be annoying towards them. Whoa, that shell was close. Looking for opportunities whenever the enemy tank is looking towards somewhere. Whenever the enemy tanks are looking towards somewhere else, but they focus on another tank, it's simply stunning to go there. And I support with this gun. So guys, check this. How many shells do I have left? Game feels really like we just have started. But luckily for us it's only the 10-1, but we only have 10 shells left. Yes. So you might be thinking, yeah, I got 56 shells, it's plenty, more than enough. In my opinion, this tank should have 80, 90 easily. That would not even be enough in most of the game. Or maybe it's just me, the way I'm playing, that maybe when you have this gun you really want to see how many, you just want to empty your magazine every single time. Try to get a bit closer, see if we can be a part of the cleaning up, but it's there fast. Our team is slaughtering them. Yeah, Canaveral is completely surrounded. Yep, there we had it, guys. Very fast game, where we were able to utilize our gun to its fullest. 2,882 damage in a tier 7 tank. Okay, there we had it, guys. AMX 1357, the French autoloader on extra powerful steroids. Let's go through its rank. How difficult, or what is the ease of play for this vehicle? It is not an easy tank to play with. Light tanks are the most skill demanding tanks to play in the game. And this tank in particular, you're really lacking a lot of the times the speed that you really would like to have. Especially, it's not that much when you get up to the speed, it's good. But whenever you stop, it takes you a long time before you accelerate to proper speed. How enjoyable is this tank? It has its moments. It is frustrating at times to play with. It has definitely its moments. Personally, I would give it 3 AMX. I think it has a fantastic uniqueness, but regarding effectiveness, yeah. If I was going to play more competitive, I would say that it's bigger brother. It's a better tank. Yes, it can fire fast. If you like to enjoy the enemy team being completely confused what is happening to them and you just fire one shell after another, the fun rating of this tank, it's to the top. But regarding effectiveness, because you're going to miss a lot of your shells, it's not as competitive as its bigger brother, in my opinion. Of course, if you fire gold shells, yes, you can definitely use it more competitive. Check the shell velocity of ABCR shell, 1463. It's amazing. But you are going to pay for this. Check. So just 8 shells we're going to add 22,400. 2,800 silver per shell. This is insane, guys. And I already have loaded 24 of them. So 67,000. Just for 24 shells, guys. Just for 24 shells. Oh, this is crazy, guys. Thanks a lot for watching my tank review number 4. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of the AMX 1357. How do you find the gun? And if you like to see more crazy content from my side, feel free to leave a like or even subscribe. It's a big thumbs up for me and I appreciate it a lot. Cheers guys, take care and see you next time.